Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is May 15th, 2026, and we're going to read from Numbers chapter 24, and we're going to read from Psalm 66 and 67. All right, so Numbers 24, we're continuing with Balaam. This is the third time he's now being asked to curse Israel. And again, Israel is arrayed, as we've seen, with the tabernacle in the middle and the tribes around it. And so far, he was shown a partial view of them, and then was shown another partial view of that area, and he's brought up to see another partial view of that area. We're going to see here that he does want to go up higher and get a bigger look at these people, which is different than he's done before. Also different than he's done before, he doesn't say, well, I got to go off by myself and do whatever his divination magic ritual was that he would put himself into to make his pagan pronouncements. This time God just comes to him and says, this is what you're going to say. And not only does he give Balaam a blessing, but this is something that's going to point to the end times, Messiah, all of it. He gives to Balaam and says, no, I want you to go tell the Moabites, the Midianites, even the Edomites, and all these people what I'm saying about my people, Israel. We have seen as we're going through Numbers that these other nations actually, they knew some of the history of what was going on with Israel, so they're not completely ignorant of this. We also see that they're descendants of Abraham as well, so again, not ignorant of what's going on here. So let's go ahead and we're going to read Numbers 24. Now when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not go as at other times to seek to use sorcery, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam raised his eyes, and he saw Israel encamped according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. Then he took up his oracle, and he said, the utterance of Balaam the son of Beor, the utterance of the man whose eyes are opened, the utterance of him who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down with eyes wide open. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel! Like valleys that stretch out, like gardens by the riverside, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the waters, he shall pour water from his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters. His king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. Agag was the Amalekite king. Amalekites were the first ones to attack Israel as they came out when they were still pretty weak after just coming out from Egypt, and God pronounced that he would destroy them because of that fact. Verse 8, God brings him out of Egypt. He is strength like a wild ox. He shall consume the nations, his enemies. He shall break their bones and pierce them with his arrows. He bows down, he lies down as a lion, and as a lion who will rouse him. So all that walking in the wilderness, he's built them into a nation, and he's walking in front of that nation. He's leading that nation. Blessed is he who blesses you, and cursed is he who curses you. Then Balak's anger was aroused against Balaam, and he struck his hands together, and Balak said to Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, and look, you have bountifully blessed them these 3 times. Now therefore flee to your place. I said I would greatly honor you, but in fact the Lord has kept you back from honor. So Balaam said to Balak, did I not also speak to your messengers whom you sent to me, saying, if Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the word of the Lord, to do good or bad of my own will, what the Lord says, that I must speak. And now indeed I am going to my people. Come, I will advise you what this people will do to your people in the later days. Balaam's 4th prophecy is now about to occur. Now this one is God-driven. So again, this is where God is using Balaam. Balaam is a pagan prophet, false prophet. But God is using him. Why is God using him? To give this prophecy to the king of the Moabites. To give this prophecy to all of creation, actually. So let's go ahead and we're going to pick this back up at verse 15. So he took up his oracle, and he said, the utterance of Balaam the son of Beor, and the utterance of the man whose eyes are open, the utterance of him who hears the words of God and has the knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, who falls down with eyes wide open. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob. A scepter shall rise out of Israel, and batter the brow of Moab, and destroy all the sons of tumult. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also. His enemies shall be a possession, while Israel does valiantly. Out of Jacob one shall have dominion, and destroy the remains of the city. Then he looked on Amalek, and he took up his oracle, and he said, Amalek was first among the nations, but shall be last until he perishes. Then he looked on the Kenites, and he took up his oracle, and he said, Firm is your dwelling place, and your nest is set in the rock. Nevertheless, Cain shall be burned. How long until Asher carries you away captive? And he took up his oracle, and he said, Alas, who shall live when God does this? But ships shall come from the coasts of Cyprus, and they shall afflict Asher and afflict Eber, and so shall Amalek until he perishes. So Balaam arose, and he departed, and he returned to his place. Balak also went on his way. Let's move over to Psalms. We're going to read Psalm 66 and 67. Psalm 66, praise to God for his awesome works. To the chief musician, a song, a psalm. So just nothing but praise for our glorious God. Make a joyful shout to God, all the earth. Sing out the honor of his name. Make his praise glorious. Say to God, how awesome are your works. Through the greatness of your power, your enemies shall submit themselves to you. All the earth shall worship you and sing praises to you. They shall sing praises to your name. Come and see the works of God. He is awesome in his doing toward the sons of men. He turned the sea into dry land. They went through the river on foot. There we will rejoice in him. He rules by his power forever. His eyes observe the nations. Do not let the rebellious exalt themselves. Oh, bless our God, you peoples, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, who keeps our soul among the living, and does not allow our feet to be moved. For you, O God, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. You brought us into the net. You laid affliction on our backs. You have caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but you brought us out to rich fulfillment. I will go into your house with burnt offerings. I will pay you my vow. My lips have uttered, and my mouth has spoken when I was in trouble. I offer you burnt sacrifices of fat animals with the sweet aroma of rams. I will offer bulls with goats. Come and hear, all you who fear God, and I will declare what he has done for my soul. I cried to him with my mouth, and he was extolled with my tongue. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not hear. But certainly God has heard me. He has attended to the voice of my prayer. Blessed be God, who has not turned away my prayer, nor his mercy from me. Psalm 67, an invocation and a doxology. Doxology is praising God. To the chief musician on stringed instruments, a psalm, a song. God, be merciful to us and bless us, and cause his face to shine upon us, that your way may be known on earth, your salvation among all nations. Let the peoples praise you, O God, let all the peoples praise you. O let the nation be glad and sing for joy, for you shall judge the people righteously and govern the nations on earth. Let the people praise you, O God, let all the peoples praise you. Then the earth shall yield her increase. God, our own God, shall bless us. God shall bless us, and all the ends of the earth shall fear him. May God bless the reading of his word. May God bless you. Bye.